Hi, James. Did you have any bad habits?
Where are you, bro? Where are you? Ah! Hey.
Did you pick up any bad habits from Spike, or did you pick some bad habits?
You know, no, that was my first real long-time job in Hollywood, and I had to drop all of my bad habits or I would have died. Yeah, it was called Buffy the Weekend Slayer in my town. So we worked 14 to 20 hours a day. If it was a 20-hour day, people would say, yeah, that's a long one, but it wasn't that weird. And I remember I used to drink like 14 cups of coffee a day until I realized that you just have to work out and drink water and just hope for the best. But yeah, that burned out all my bad habits, except for the tobacco habit. Still on that.
There was talk about you doing your entry Spike. Is there any reason that didn't go through?
You know, when Joss, the question was, is there a Spike project in the works? And
Yes.
if not, why won't I do it?
Yes.
I remember I was doing a voiceover for the last episode of Angel, and Joss came in the studio, and he asked me, so what do you think about doing the Spike project? And I told him, I'll go anywhere in the world for you, man. You give me one line or give me 50 lines. Give me $1, give me $1 million, I'll come for it. But if you want to film Spike, you have 7 years. There's a shelf life, because I'm aging, and Spike's not supposed to age. And I do not want to have some stupid line where he's drinking cow's blood so he's aging slowly. The whole cool thing about being a vampire is you're immortal. So why would I undercut that character by coming back on hold? So I just remember his face, though, because I'd never told him no before. And I don't think that was qualified as a no, but it wasn't a complete yes. He just kind of went. I knew it would never happen. But then years later, he called me, and it was looking like he was going to get it going, and we might do a TV movie or something. And he said, are you still interested? And I was like, yeah, man. What do you got? What's the story? And he says, I don't have a story. I have a line from a film, though. I'm like, okay, what's the movie? He's like, Lord of the Rings. And it's Aragorn. Aragorn, when he's going to battle, he says, I have no hope for myself. And I was like, well, Joss, that's really self-pitying and a little serious. That's interesting. How about this? And I'd already written a story in my own head about Spike, who's now a good vampire, and so he can't steal anything or kill people for stuff anymore. But he's not going to get a job. And so his like boots are falling apart, his coat's falling apart. He's just really falling apart because he just doesn't know how to integrate into society. And so I write a show where he meets a woman and can't tell her that he's a vampire. And so there's a lot of funny stuff of him trying to fake it like he's a normal person. And at the end of the show, she finds out he's a vampire, just jumps him. And there's an evil demon that comes into town, and he's going to hero up and go after the demon and save the day, But when he corners the demon, which was about this big most of the time, and he corners the demon, and it unfurls into a 20-foot beast. He runs! He's running away going, I need to do it. I need to like it. Oh my God. And so he meets the girl, loses the girl, tries to fight the demon and loses, but he figures out a way to get a new pair of shoes for himself. Without hurting anybody and without having to get a job. And Joss thought that was a good idea. And he was like, that's wonderful. That's really cheap to film. I was like, yeah, dude, I wrote it for you. And at the end of the conversation, it really kind of seemed like we probably would make that, but he never called back. And I'm making money, whatever.
What would Spike do if he came across Edward Cullen?
I think he'd be cool with that. We'd play some kitten poker or something. Yeah, I don't want to go there.
Hi, welcome back. It's my 40th birthday on Monday, and I have to say the best birthday present is seeing you.
Thank you. And happy birthday, huh? You're looking good.
Like you said, you close up.
What's up?
Hi, Upback. I'm just wondering, with your theatre, what was your favourite role that you ever played on stage, and what role do you desperately want to play?
I hate to be boring about this, but my favorite role I ever played was Macbeth. That was like a really hard role, and it was apparent that if you stepped any direction in the wrong way, you could lose the audience at any second. But trying to keep them in your pocket for that long. What would I like? I'm like 100.